Welcome to Dreamy Whispers, stories that help you relax and drift off to a peaceful sleep. My name is Nicole, and I'll be your host. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, immerse yourself in the tranquility and mystery of a Venetian night with the secrets of Venice's waters, a journey of music and dreams. Follow Lorenzo, a curious art restorer, and Sofia, a talented musician, as they explore the enchanting secrets hidden within the city's waters. Before we dive in, find a comfortable position, either lying down or sitting, where your body can fully relax. Close your eyes and begin to focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling the air fill your lungs, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any built-up tension. Direct your attention to the sensation in each part of your body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Gradually relax each muscle. Let your shoulders drop. Feel your eyelids grow heavier, and allow the thoughts of the day to drift away like passing clouds. Now, picture yourself in Venice, under a starlit sky, listening to the gentle patter of rain. The night breeze carries the distant scent of canal waters and the soft murmur of waves. Imagine sitting on a small stone bridge, feeling safe and serene as you watch the lantern's reflections shimmer on the water. Let every sound and every reflection guide you into a deeper state of calm. Feel your heartbeat slow down, matching the peaceful rhythm of the waves. Allow yourself to relax completely, knowing that the story ahead will take you on a gentle, comforting journey. Stay present in this serene scene for a moment longer. Breathe slowly, and when you're ready, let your mind open to the whispers of the night, preparing to listen and snuggle into the story. The night in Venice held a charm of its own, a blend of silence and whispers that made the city a living painting under the starlight. But tonight, raindrops fell softly from the sky, creating tiny rings on the canal surfaces. Gondolas swayed gently, and the rooftops resonated with the steady patter of water that shimmered under the silvery light of the moon. It was a scene where time seemed to pause, and the shadows of ancient buildings wrapped the cobblestone paths in quiet mystery. Lorenzo, an art restorer with unruly brown hair and eyes as inquisitive as an explorer's, walked through the alleys under the warm glow of oil lamps. He had spent the day immersed in the faded paintings of a forgotten church, trying to revive colors that whispered long-forgotten prayers. But tonight, he felt an inexplicable urge to wander the streets, listening to the song of the waters mixed with the sound of rain. It wasn't long before he stumbled upon a small bookstore, half hidden between two stone buildings. It seemed like something out of the past, with books stacked to the ceiling and an aroma of old pages filling the air. A bell chimed as Lorenzo pushed open the wooden door, and an elderly man, glasses perched on the tip of his nose and a worn scarf around his neck, smiled kindly from behind the counter. "Looking for something special, young man?" he asked, his voice like the rustle of paper being turned. "I'm not sure," Lorenzo replied, running his fingers over a blue book with gold details. Then his eyes fell on a small notebook, nearly invisible among larger tomes. Its cover was simple, worn leather, and touching it sent a slight shiver through him. "Ah, that one is special," the bookseller said, leaning forward with interest. It belonged to a gondolier who believed the waters of Venice held secrets. He said that on nights like this, you could hear a hidden melody, a song the waves whispered to those who listened. Lorenzo smiled, unsure if he believed the tale or just appreciated its romance. But curiosity drove him to buy the notebook. He thanked the bookseller, who nodded with a look that seemed to hold secrets of its own, and stepped back outside. In the open air, the night was infused with a touch of sea and lavender, mingled with the scent of the rain that now fell more steadily. Lorenzo sat on a stone step beneath an archway draped with a trellis above. Droplets trickled down the leaves, softly dripping around him. Opening the notebook, he found pages filled with handwritten notes, sketches of waves, and drawings of gondolas, with faces etched as if they were symbols. When the night is quiet and the city sleeps, listen, one slanted phrase read. The waters speak. They sing secrets of dreams and waiting. The sound of water, once a distant murmur, seemed to take on a new tone, like an ancient song echoing softly with the rain. Lorenzo closed his eyes, letting the imagined melody cradle him. In that moment, under the full moon, and the whisper of tides mingled with the rain's rhythm, it felt as if the city leaned in to share a secret. Every drop of water seemed to have a story, a collection of wishes and memories that the starlight and rain coaxed into the open. For an instant, the rush of the world faded away. Lorenzo took a deep breath, feeling that he was on the brink of uncovering something greater than himself, something as old as the city's walls. The waters whispered, and he, listening intently, began to understand why. The night promised more than rest. It promised dreams woven from the threads of mystery and peace. The rain falling over Venice transformed the city into a mosaic of reflections and sounds, where each drop added a note to the symphony of the waters. The promise of uncovering the secrets hidden in those waters was irresistible, and Lorenzo knew he couldn't embark on this journey alone. That's when he remembered Sofia, a talented local violinist who played in a small square tucked away between the narrow streets. Her music always seemed to capture the very essence of the city, as if her fingers strummed the strings of Venice's own soul. That night, with the gentle rain still trickling down rooftops and cobblestone alleys, Lorenzo made his way to the square, hoping to find her. As he approached, the faint sound of a violin reached his ears. There, under a canopy, Sofia played a soft, almost melancholic tune that intertwined with the sound of rain and the murmur of the canals. Her dark hair cascaded over her shoulders, and her eyes lit up when she saw Lorenzo. "Have you come to listen to the song of the waters?" she asked, with a smile that spoke of an old understanding. Lorenzo nodded and showed her the notebook. "I found this. The bookseller said it belonged to a gondolier who believed the waters speak, and tonight it felt as if the waves had something to say." Sofia took the notebook gently and flipped through its pages, her eyes tracing the sketches and scribbled notes. Something in the drawings and words made her pause, thoughtful. "My grandmother used to tell me about an old song, one that only the most attentive hearts could hear," she said, lifting her gaze to Lorenzo. "She said that on nights like these, when the rain and the city become one, you can hear the whispers of those who dream and those who wait. There is a bridge, forgotten by most, where that music becomes strongest. Without hesitation, Sofia put away her violin and offered her hand to Lorenzo. Together, they walked through the rain-slicked alleys, guided by a silent hope and the music that seemed to come from some far-off place. The sound of their steps echoed, mingling with the gentle laughter of the rain. They crossed small bridges and passed under ivy-covered arches that seemed to hum in the breeze. At every turn, the sound of the water took on a new rhythm, a new tone. It was as if Venice, on that rain-soaked night, whispered secrets that had been kept for generations. And Lorenzo, with Sofia by his side, felt like part of this ancient story, where every note and every word was a promise of discovery. At last, they reached the bridge Sofia had mentioned. It wasn't grand, but there was something about it, a reverence, an air of something almost forgotten by time. The water below murmured with a different sound, a harmony that wrapped around them and soothed. Lorenzo closed his eyes and listened. And there, under the rain and the soft glow of the moon, he understood that what he sought wasn't just a legend, but a truth that spoke to the city's soul and to the hearts of those who knew how to listen. The rain had lessened to a light drizzle, almost like a tender whisper caressing the city. The bridge before Lorenzo and Sofia seemed to float over the waters, which danced with a mysterious glow beneath the moon's silver light. The droplets that fell from the old structure landed gently, forming small ripples on the surface that mirrored the starry sky. There was an almost ethereal peace in that place, as if the entire world had slowed down to listen to the city's whispers. Sofia squeezed Lorenzo's hand and looked into his eyes with an expression of anticipation. "Close your eyes," she murmured, her voice blending with the breeze and the soft patter of the rain. Lorenzo complied, and the world around him seemed to dissolve into a tapestry of musical notes and hidden memories. He could feel the music that Sofia played in his mind, not with her violin, but with her heart. It was an old melody, a song without words that seemed to echo from the past and flow through Venice's waters. "Listen," Sofia said, and he realized it wasn't just her voice, but many others, a gentle and harmonious chorus. The bridge was a place where dreams intertwined with reality, where the forgotten wishes of those who had crossed it mingled with the secrets of the waves. Suddenly, Lorenzo saw glimpses of memories that weren't his own. He saw gondoliers singing under the moonlight, couples whispering promises of eternal love, and artists sitting by the canals, inspired by the city's hypnotic rhythm. Each scene pulsed in his chest, as if Venice itself were sharing its most tender and profound stories. Minutes stretched into a timeless moment where even breathing was part of the music. Sofia, still by his side, had her eyes closed too, lost in the experience. They didn't need words. The understanding and connection between them were as clear as the moon's reflection on the water. "The song isn't just a legend," Lorenzo whispered, opening his eyes to meet Sofia's gaze. "It's a reminder that everything that has lived and been dreamed still lingers here, in the waters and the stones of the city." Sofia smiled, her eyes shimmering with both starlight and the echoes of the past. "And now we're part of it," she replied, as a gentle breeze lifted strands of her hair and carried the scent of the rain. On that bridge, under the moonlight and the eternal melody dancing with the waves, Lorenzo and Sofia understood that Venice's true magic wasn't just in its winding streets or the tales that spread through the city. It lay in the voices the past had left behind, woven into the whispers of the waters, waiting to be heard by those who allowed themselves to listen. And so, on the tranquil bridge of dreams, the night closed around them in a loop of serenity, wrapping them in the promise of a new day and the echo of ancient secrets that would remain in their hearts.